Well, it was time for me to leave Motown. It was very difficult for me to do that.
When I left this company, and he said to me, okay, man, what you want to do? I said, well, I want to do my own thing. He said, go for it. Do me one favor. I said, what's that? He said, don't say nothing about the company. That might be bad. Don't do any press. Let me see whatever it is. I say, why would you even ask me that? This is my life. This is my family, man. You don't have to ask me that. And everything that I needed when I left, that I wanted to do, he never refused me. I love that. So we've been a family, and we are a family to this very day.
But it got to the place where I wanted to pursue my dream, and which involved theater. I love theater. I mean, theater was a place where you could be in one city and one town or anywhere in the world all at the same time. Just visually make it all happen. And I love that idea. And so I wanted to produce plays and shows. And I got into the bit of doing musicals, but bringing in a Motown kind of sound with the problems of today and combining it all into the musicals that I thought would be appealing to the audience. But like I say, the hardest part was to leave Motown. It was more than a notion. I don't know how to explain it, but I had to get out and didn't want to go. That's a strange place to be. At any rate, the theater was, my brother was directing at the time, and Cliff Rockmore, who's a friend of mine, was directing and producing, and they asked me to give them a hand. And I picked up this deal with them at Inner City Cultural Center, where I had an opportunity to write some music to one of their shows.
He can recite My Fair Lady. He can tell you all the dialogue, all the songs. He can recite Oklahoma. You know what I mean? so that's his genius. You know, he is such a musical person, and he's such his forte, more so than even recording, is Broadway and plays and like that. You know.
Let's try it a little bit faster. 1, 2, 1.
9 years ago, Mickey Stevenson, one-time Motown executive and superstar songwriter, teamed up with the successful TV and film director, Cliff Rockmore. Mickey and Cliff wanted to create and produce black musical theater on Broadway. Now, after years of struggling, the two are well on their way to the top with The Gospel Truth.
Mickey Stevenson has to be one of the most creative talents that we've had in any kind of music. For him to create and diversify like he does, you know, everybody's not the same, makes him unique in any industry because of the fact we actually know rhythm and blues and Motown for unique talent. There were so many that came through, and Mickey had his hand on most of them, and all of them were identifiable. So I really believe that he probably set a landmark for uniqueness in the Motown area. and in plays, because the plays that he did were innovative. I don't think there are many of the artists or the producers who were doing the kind of work Mickey was doing.
I worked in at least 4 of his plays. You know, he was one of the hardest working men I had ever met. And so he made us work triply hard. He made us work hard. We were in the studio doing backgrounds and doing scales, working with coaches, just to make sure that we had the right vocal timbre. And we got a chance to really floor show, show off his gift in writing. He writes some of the most wonderful songs, best melodies, best lyrics I've ever experienced. And I think that's his biggest gift, is writing, songwriting. It was a song he wrote for a show called Wings and Things. There's no more pretending, it's finished now. The final finale, it's the ending. I can go where I want, whenever I want to. I can do what I please. There's no one to account to. I can hear myself saying it, but I just can't believe that it's true. It's true. I had just broken up with my boyfriend, and I sang that song after that. I'd had this huge fight. It was wonderful. I mean, the audience went like, yeah! It was great.
I've been involved with him in doing some plays, but basically what I've done is written some songs for them and gone to rehearsals and stuff like that to kind of, do the song production and like that. But for the overall play, he's the man.
I gotta tell you, working with Motown and all the great artists was fantastic. But that was yesterday. I was a producer, writer, publisher, director, and guess what? I still am. Producer, writer, publisher, director. I'm having more fun now than ever.
I think the thing that makes Mickey Stevenson tick is creating. He loves to create things. He creates talent, he creates music, he creates theatrical productions. His goal all the time is to make something new, something that consumers will like and will cherish and will always come out and see and support. He's constantly creating something, and that's what makes him happy.